It's Bruce Hill, new skills, new you. Go ahead and steal my cold outreach to realtors and real estate brokers. I was thinking, I'm working on my next book, right? Better questions, better clients. Like, how do we have higher clarity, confidence, effective communication when talking to our ideal clients? So they say yes, um, and really getting those type of clients to want to stay. So that's questions rolling through my mind. Who's offering a service where questions are part of the process, like inherently part of the process? And a lot of things come to mind. And I'm like, okay, well, who's easy to find that falls under that category? And then additionally, it's easy to find. So, realtors, right? You can pull up a list of brokers in your zip code, city, county, state. So I'm like, okay, realtors. So then I said, all right, what do we have to offer realtors to help them succeed? Well, this is a subtle shift, and I talk about this in the book. We focus so much on the problems, we really don't look at where do they want to go. And a lot of sales books will teach you, like, oh, talk about the problems, identify the problem. But where do they want to go? Like, if someone's selling 10 houses a year, what problem are we really talking about? Like, well, how do we get them to 12 houses a year? How do we get them to one a month? How do we double that? And that's where our focus a little bit more on the promise. Like, I don't want to come in to the proverbial burning building. I gotta put the fires out and I gotta rebuild. Let's take something that's working well and make it even better. Like, those are the clients I want, because those are clients that stay and that pay, right? So I thought to myself, we want realtors that are doing well. Maybe they've been around for a year or two. Let's say greater than a year. And let's say they've sold at least one house. I can't remember the statistics. I'll find it. Of how many realtors never sell their first house. They get their license and never sell that first house. Then there's another, let's call it plateau, they never get past 10 houses. And this is the type of data and depth you want to have on your prospect before you talk to them. If you don't have that information or can't find it, get it by talking to them. That's it. Like, success loves speed. Action is the answer. So now I've got realtors, more than a year, more than one house. Cool. What am I going to say when I call them? I don't like emailing. Like, it's real time conversations versus the email is called asynchronous communication. Right? That means that they can message you on Monday, you can respond on Tuesday, they can respond on next Tuesday. Asynchronous. What a conversation is live or in sync, there is a conversation that's had. And that's really where sales happens in the conversation. So this is what I came up with. Feel free to still say, hey, I have a quick question for you. If I can help you sell one more house this year, would you hang up on me? And they're going to say, oh, we don't need any new leads. I'm like, great. I don't have any leads. I wrote a training. I want to give it to your brokerage, your firm for free. It's a virtual training. And it's just 30 minutes. If I can help each one of your agents sell one more house, would that be worth 30 minutes of your time? I say, okay. Most people, if they really have a getting better mindset, they're willing to invest in their people, then say, well, it's 30 minutes, it's virtual, I don't have to go anywhere. Let's check it out. And then they say, okay, here's what I want to do. Before we get that scheduled, if they are more effective, if they give good feedback on this virtual training, then I want to talk about bringing me on for some ongoing trainings, like and development. Does that sound fair? All right, let's do it. And getting a schedule. Now, one of the things I haven't put together, this is an actual campaign I'm launching. This isn't theoretical. I'm working on training specifically for realtors. Like, how can we help them here? Yes, we're on shorten that sales cycle. That's a promise. That's the outcome they want. So more closings, shorter sales cycle. Right? Helping indecisive buyers become decisive. Right? These are things they want to achieve, and working on a training specifically for them. And honestly, why did I start here? Very easy to find is the first one. It's very inexpensive to find. And then there's so many opportunities here that you can find them more easily. Now, you might ask yourself, well, Bruce, I've never sold to realtors before. You're going to learn a lot in the process of teaching this. And in the process, you might learn that this is a bad idea. But here's what I have discovered. There are principles that apply to almost everyone. And that's what makes better questions so effective. If you're having a conversation, you're probably asking questions. You should be. It would improve the quality of your conversations. So if I can't teach you to be a realtor, but I can teach you to ask better questions, and that impact on your life and business is positive. It's going to go up. And that's where you can have confidence. You don't have to know everything about everyone. You just have to be really, really good about the one thing that you do. And that's where this training, I hope, was going to help uh, realtors specifically. It's helped me. It's helped folks in SaaS business. It's helped consultants. It's helped speakers. And so realtors is the next test. And I might find that I've hit gold and I'll keep doing it. Or I might find out, no, this isn't a good idea and I'll move on. But what I do know is the practice that happens from the action, not just the planning, the practice that happens from delivering, switch up the feedback they'll give. They say, Bruce, this is terrible. This is a waste of our life, right? And they hop off the call. That's good feedback. Then you have to ask yourself, was this the wrong message or the wrong audience? Right? That's not going to happen. What is going to happen is you're going to say, oh, it's good. I'm really looking for those folks to say, oh, this is great. And I want to find out the characteristics, demographics of those people, the psychographics of those people, and duplicate that in my outreach. When you're creating a product or service, the best way to find out who it's for is asking people. You can plan and research all you want, but asking people is the best way. So right now I'm doing a campaign for a client. So June, I'm launching this campaign for me. And what I'll probably do is have set dates, right, already scheduled, and just invite people into it. Just call, invite people into it. And then the call to action on the back end. So this is where we get to sales operations and say, hey, if you want to schedule some trainings for your team, schedule a call, right? And just as easy as that. Let's do a webinar to a call. It's not a new formula, not a new funnel. We're using it creatively. So now two things happen. The webinar set, I can just funnel people into the webinar. I don't have to, oh, are you available this day? Are you available that day? No, here's the dates. Are you able to make it? Great, I'll send you the link. I can talk to more than one person at once. That's a big thing that people miss is trying to talk to 1,000 people one at a time. So yes, those phone calls may be one at a time, but we're going to reach out to the broker, have him invite his whole team there. So talk to one person, might get 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the call. Talk to those 5 people. And then let's just say 10 brokers send me 5 people. Now we're talking to 50 people at once. Even with 10% conversion, right? That's 5 new clients. And this is where people miss the opportunity to scale. They try to have a sales conversation with every single person they meet. What I've learned is better is having a value conversation with everyone you meet. And that doesn't have to be a one-on-one conversation. That doesn't have to be you and I spending an hour to figure out if you need or want to work with me. That can be done over a webinar. And so this is where I'm sharing this with you, what's working for me, what I'm testing. But I always try and be transparent. And then I hope that it sparks ideas for your life and business. Where you say, hey, let's try that. How do we talk to more of our ideal clients at a time? And then what are we talking to them about? So we're going to talk about the promise. Like, listen, we're going to show you how better questions helps you get more closings. We're going to show you how better questions helps you cut that sales cycle down. We're going to show you how better questions helps you identify and avoid indecisive buyers and even turn some of those into decision makers. Boom. Now we're talking their language. We're talking about their priorities. That's where people will listen. And if it's a good fit, if they have the mindset, yeah, I want to invest in myself, because that's what they're doing. They're not investing in me. They'll become clients. You just have to have something to offer past that point. That's another conversation for another day. At the end of the day, my name is Bruce Hill. I make sales simple for professional service businesses and startup founders. I hope I'm here, yes, more often. Cheers.